I'll tell you a story, okay? There was a Brahmin once. Brahmins in India are people who are seeking their liberation, okay? So this Brahmin, he wanted supernatural powers. The kind where you walk on the water, fly without an aircraft, sit in the fire, eat fire, those kinds. He wanted that. So he started looking for gurus. And guru after guru he discarded because nobody was willing to give this to him. Then one day someone comes and tells him that there is an old Buddhist monk in Tibet who's got all the supernatural powers and he's willing to share them also. So our Brahmin, with great urge, crosses the Himalayas by foot and goes to the Buddhist monastery. Buddhist monasteries do not have the same kind of culture you have here. If you go there, nobody will even ask you who you are. It's not because they don't care for you. It's simply because they don't want to embarrass you with such a deep question. So they just left him. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. At lunchtime there's a bell that rings. If you want to eat, you eat. You don't want, it's okay. They respect that. Someone who's fasting is respected. So 3 weeks passed like this. Nobody even asked him what he wants, what he's doing there, nothing. Somehow he managed to stay there because he really wants those powers. So after 3 weeks of waiting, the old monk calls him and he says, "Why do you want supernatural powers?" See, he knows why the man is there. He says, "Why do you want supernatural powers? Walking on water, what will you do? After 2 days you'll get bored, you'll want a boat. Let me teach you meditation. You can lead a fruitful life. You learn meditation and go." The Brahmin said, "What? To learn meditation I have to come to Tibet? Don't you know in India how many kinds we have? We have all kinds of meditation. I want supernatural powers. Will you give it to me or not?" The monk tried to dissuade him in many ways, but no use. He really wants those supernatural powers. So he said, "Okay, if you really want this, it's very simple. Tomorrow morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, have a cold water bath and come. We'll see what to do with you." The monk looked at his condition and said, "Okay, if you really want this, it's very simple. I will give you 3 secret mantras. All you have to do is utter these 3 mantras 3 times. Mantra is like a password, okay? All you have to do is utter these 3 secret passwords 3 times and you will have all the supernatural powers that you want." Shall I reveal the mantras to you? Shall I reveal them to you?
Yes.
The 3 mantras are Buddham, Sharanam, Gacchami. Dhammam, Sharanam, Gacchami. Sangham, Sharanam, Gacchami. So you just have to repeat these 3 mantras 3 times and you will have all the supernatural powers that you want. The only thing is, when you're uttering the mantra, don't think about monkeys. That's all? That's all. Can I go? Yes, please go and come. The Brahmin went out jumping with joy. That old fool, he gave me all this, didn't even ask for donation, nothing. And he tells me not to think about monkeys? Why will I think about monkeys? I'm a Brahmin. I'll think about God, I'll think about, heaven, all this. Why should I think about monkeys? I haven't even seen a monkey in the last 10 years. Why should I think about monkeys? Like this, thinking about monkeys. He walked all the way back to India, had a cold water bath, sat down, Buddham, monkey. Every time he sits, only the monkeys are. So he tried in different postures, different asanas, with tremendous intensity. And after 3 weeks of practice, he reached a state where he doesn't even have to say boo. All the time, eyes closed or eyes open, only monkeys are happening in his head.